and it just makes the effect feel nasty.
Right.
Like I'm getting
Just
spit
cheating.
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Like we go from the Terminator showcasing his acid defense mechanism
Yes.
and mistaking us for intruders that needed termination
Right.
to water creatures just spitting in your face.
Yes.
Because they talk funny.
Zippity-doo-dah, this is Bear Rabbit, and I gotta tell you, I find a great laughing place listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Rachel. Zippity-doo-dah!
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast. They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it. Feel it.
This is a show where every opinion is welcome and nothing we present is groundbreaking or terribly exciting. It's just some filler for your life if you need it. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. On this episode, we discuss day one of Danny's trip down to Walt Disney World during the week of Mardi Gras. Or President's Day week for everybody else.
Yes.
You know, we're from New Orleans, so we're related to Mardi Gras.
That lesser holiday.
Exactly. And look, this isn't your typical polished practice Pixie Dust and Disney podcast. We're not in Walt Disney World, letting you know that new light fixtures were installed around the Galaxy's Edge seating area nearest to Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios.
That's right, Kev. We're just here to drink, talk some Disney, and tell you why it's tough to be a bug worked better when it was not a zoo.
Not a zoo! My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
And I probably just threw you off there because usually Eli says something, but Eli is out today.
Yes, apparently a birthday snuck up on him.
He did.
He just found out about it this morning.
Yes. Family birthday.
So some family birthday just snuck up on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
To punch it just like the grubs and stuff that get you in Zootopia.
Yes.
Oh, no, maybe that's gone now. I don't know what that is. Mice.
Yeah.
Mice, and whatever else. And Rachel is also out today, but she is currently honing her travel agent skills. And we're looking forward to whatever she gets back to give us her report because she is over at Alani in Hawaii. Aloha!
Shaka, cousin.
I know. She sent us a picture earlier today with some corn ice cream thing that Josh, her husband, was holding. I don't know what that is.
The Hawaiians, man, they make like the most unappetizing things taste good.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what it was actually like. But yeah, stay subscribed and whatnot because you'll hear those trip reports about her first experience over at Alani. I say first. I don't know if that was her first, but I'm assuming it's her first.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, yeah, because I want to do that too one day.
Yeah.
And look, if you're thinking about visiting a major theme park in the near future, like Disney or Universal, or maybe even go to Alani like Rachel's doing, Rachel can definitely help you book that. Booking with Rachel is one of the easiest ways to support this show. Also, you can leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcast and or wherever you access our show. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode of the Magic Our Way podcast. Also, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, both past and present, for all they have done and continue to do for us. And before we get into it, I just want to say, you listeners are about to enjoy something special because we're taking it back old school.
Yeah.
This is the OG Magic Our Way podcast back. We started this back in 2012. And back then it was just me and Danny.
That's right.
For I don't know how many shows we did.
And then we brought along Lee.
Yeah, we brought on some cast of characters. I invited Lee to this strange person at Danny's house one day.
Yes.
It's out of the blue. And he became a fixture in the show. And then
I'll never forget that. Yeah, there's a strange person that you invited to my house. But he was a listener, so hey, we'll do anything for our listeners.
yes, that's right.
Wasn't
That's
the
right.
last or wasn't the first, nor will he be the last listener invited to this
Exactly,
house.
yes. Because then, then we got Rachel. She was a listener as well.
Mhm.
And turned travel agent and everything. And then Eli came over to it. He was a friend of ours anyway.
Yeah.
Came over to us from another podcast. And then we got a whole slew of characters.
But the core of this podcast has always been you and I.
Yes, that's right.
Mhm.
If you see some of our original logos, the blue logos specifically, it is definitely me and Danny. Danny
Yes.
at the drawing board for
We
sure.
try to invite other people to be a full part of this podcast, but they don't want to work that hard. It's just really Kevin and I are the only one that they'll come for a drink and to tell a story or two and crack a joke, but really it's us.
Yeah. Well, that's why at the end of the show, it's usually, I say Choirine and he says, What the hell are you
I'm
saying?
Danny.
You're Danny. Yeah. Magic out. That's right. That's why it usually ends like that, because that's how it started, and we never really changed that end spiel. It's always ended like that,
Right.
since it was still the duo. But here we are, man. So you're about to experience some old school magic our way,
Yes.
because that's what it was all about. It's just like, Disney, the way we see it, the way we do it, and the way we talk about it.
We ain't got nothing to sell but our opinions on Disney.
Exactly. And what a better way to start off this thing and take you back, but with a trip report, because that's probably one of our first few episodes, or a single digit episode, was a trip report when we went down there.
It was our single digit. I think our first try out episode that we ever did was our Disneyland, when we first went to Disneyland.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, when Anna and I went for the very first time, we did a whole thing on that. That went off the rails at Mark's house. As most shows did at Mark's house.
Back in the day, yes. So anyway, look, y'all, enough of our jibber jabber, man. Let's go hear about Danny's latest experience at Walt Disney World. Welcome to The Hub, the big topic segment of our show. And as I mentioned in the intro, we're talking about Danny's recent visit to the Walt Disney World Resort over Mardi Gras week. I guess week of Mardi Gras 2026. It's more than a weekend, so
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, all that.
Day, Mardi Gras,
all things.
That collided.
Yeah, all that collided, and you had I feel like in past shows you've mentioned, like, trying to convince my wife to try to go down there, all this kind of stuff, and then something just kind of happened, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm going to Disney. I'm like, what?
That's exactly right. Like, so basically I was given this opportunity for me and Lily and my mother to going over to Disney World during the President's Day Mardi Gras break. And we were going to go check out Festival of the Arts and surprise my sister's family, who were also visiting at the time, but didn't know that we had also booked.
So you're doing what you did to, like, me and
Yes.
Lee and Kirk and them.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
Because we could follow along with what they were doing through the app, but they couldn't see us because we had everything turned off.
Right. Oh, so, smart.
Yes. As soon as I knew what was happening, I was like, Rachel, nix it all.
Nix it all.
Yeah. So anyway, I haven't driven to Disney since I've been about 18 years old. Wow. And it's about 9 hours from New Orleans to Disney World. And man, I felt every minute of those 9 hours on the road.
Yeah, just for listeners to know, that's usually my thing. I usually end up driving down there.
Yes.
And Danny usually flies into MCO and all that stuff. So I definitely know and can empathize with the drive, as I just did it myself. So,
and I've learned a couple things from that drive. One, when you're traveling that far with three people, you're going to stop quite a bit along the way for gas and bathroom breaks and snacks and whatnot. And I got to tell you, I really began to understand Lee Lastavica's appreciation for Buc-ee's.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, those bathrooms are quite nice.
Quite nice. The little green light that flashes to let you know, hey, come on in. Red light, stay away.
Yes.
That was really cool. There's no stalls. It's all like it's a stall, but it's it's more like
very spacious.
Yes, it's sealed off. Mm-hmm. In other words,
yeah, you can't see legs on the other next stall. You can't tap underneath. And various, even I would say the sinks.
Yes.
Or quite, because they're still next to each other, but they're kind of sectioned off where you have your own sink area to do your stuff.
It's like a suite for one.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Now, you won't see me sporting a t-shirt or a bumper sticker anytime soon, but having a clean place to use the restroom and grabbing snacks that you weren't worried would just end you back up in the restaurant 20 minutes later.
Right.
That does matter. So yeah, there was that. And two, I now understand why you kept bringing up Cafe Risque.
They kind of throw it in your face.
Really? I mean, man, when you're driving, all there is to look at is billboards, and you see like 15 billboards. We bear all. Trucker showers. I mean, you just can't help but wonder, is this like the Florida roadside version of Porky's or something like that? It's crazy.
I don't know. It's hilarious to me because it's like, for those that travel down I-75 south to Orlando, you will no doubt have run into... There's actually more billboards going south than there is leaving. Because I figured, well, you probably ran out of money from Central Florida theme parks. You're not going to spend any money on any, risque behavior. But going south, they got billboards out the wazoo, man. We bear all.
Yeah. Dare to Bear, all that stuff. It was right there.
Dare to Bear, that's right. That's a new one.
And I just kept like, man, I hope my kid's not seeing this. I'm glad she's got her earbuds in and is deathly focused on her screen. But yeah, so there was that. I didn't realize that there was quite so many of those things.
It's utterly amazing.
Yes. So we stayed at Port Orleans Riverside.
Oh, nice.
And I think we've spoken about this before, that there were 2 Disney resorts I swore up and down I would never stay at.
Mhm.
And number 1 is Pop Century because, just no, sorry. I have some standards for theming. I don't need to stay in nostalgia land.
Right.
And the second one was Port Orleans. Not because I had any particular hatred towards the resort, French Quarter or Riverside. I just would never stay there because why would I pay hundreds of dollars to feel like I'm back at home?
Right.
I could just stay home.
Yeah.
But I got to admit, I really did enjoy Port Orleans Riverside. I thought it was beautiful. Maybe it's just because growing up in Mid-City, I rarely ever saw that more rural side of Louisiana, like you get to see out in Mandeville or Kirk sees on an everyday basis.
Right.
So staying on a bayou along the Saskagula River was quite nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That side of the resort that Danny's is referring to, it used to be called Dixie Landings, which was based off of Cajun huts, Acadians kind of style housing and all that kind of stuff. So that's the theming that's still there, but they just combine it to Port Orleans, which is kind of neat.
They had like plantation style homes, although we did not stay in that. We stayed in Alligator Bayou, and it was like these like rustic kind of housing. I don't know how you would describe it.
Tin roofs kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
Any alligators?
No, I saw, but I mean, man, walking that path at night, you wouldn't have been surprised. You would not have been surprised if there was like a sign that said gator crossing, and then these little gators walk around. But
a little second line keeps getting in your way. You try to cross and they're like backing up.
Oh, we're going to get into a little bit of that later.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Because remember, we're staying around Mardi Gras time.
This is true.
At Port Orleans. So the only disappointment was that when we checked in on a Sunday, and we were checking out early Wednesday. And wouldn't you know, Yeehaw Bob only performs Wednesday through Saturday.
Oh, man.
So we completely missed out on seeing him. I still went to the River Roost for cocktails most evenings.
Did you get that drink that we had?
I did. The smoked turkey.
Yes.
It's still pretty good, although it was a little bit more on the sweet side than I remembered.
Huh.
But it was still quite good.
Okay.
There was another one I got, like some kind of a margarita, sunset margarita, when they had like a chili bitter kind of thing, and it really was not as good. So,
good to know.
Yeah.
I'm usually drawn to like the little spicier kind of thing.
Yes. And it definitely had a kick. It definitely had some spice to it, that margarita. But
all right.
It was more of a sipping drink. You did not want to drink that.
Oh, just like shoot it.
Yeah. We were right next to Old Man Island, which is where the pool and the Muddy Rivers pool bar is located at.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Right. So the pool is fashioned after like an abandoned sawmill. And one of the first things we did as soon as we got there was like we checked in. We were told our room wasn't ready, so we dropped off all of our luggage at guest services. And then as soon as we walk in, Mom says, "Room's ready." Like, great. Guest services have all our luggage. Like, well, let's just go to the room and we'll just ask guest services to bring it. And so they told us it was going to take a little while to get over there. So I went to Muddy Rivers, and what do they have waiting for me but a banana cabana, which I was so thankful for.
Oh, no way.
And my mother, who only drinks frozen pina coladas, guess what they had?
Frozen pina coladas.
Frozen pina colada.
Dude, it was perfect.
Yeah, it couldn't have worked out any better. I mean, first day there, and it's already, man, this is awesome.
Did Lily get any non-alcoholic spirituals there?
Lily's version of a non-alcoholic drink is a Coke.
Okay, that works.
If she does something kind of fruity on this, it'll be like a Ramune. Like if you go to a Japanese restaurant or something like that, where you pop the little top there, like she'll drink those like crazy. But yeah, it's either Cokes or that. She doesn't really fool around with, I'm going to try this flavor or that flavor. No.
Oh, cool. So she had a rum and Coke, hold the rum.
Very much so. First day out, we head over to Hollywood Studios for lunch, and pretty much because this is like where my sister and them will be located. So they were eating over at the 50s Primetime Cafe.
Oh.
So we didn't want to go eat over there.
Right.
And there really wasn't much options available to us. Woody's Roundhouse, that was all booked up.
Oh, that would have been nice for you to check out.
Yeah. 50s Prime, not 50, I'm sorry, the Sci-Fi
Dining.
Yeah, that was all booked up. Only thing that was available was Hollywood and Vine, and we really didn't want to do a buffet style now. So that kind of put us right back at Hollywood Brown Derby, which the menu still doesn't really feature anything all that exciting, but because the options were so limited, we went with the Cobb salad, and that's still pretty damn good. So it worked out.
Well, good.
And we basically waited for my sister to arrive over at 50's Primetime, get checked in. Again, I was tracking their plans through the app, And so we gave him a good, I don't know, I'd say about a 30-minute window.
Okay.
And then we walked over to 50's Primetime Cafe, and I had no idea this was going to work or not, because, man, if you were doing like a mafia hit, this would be the way you do it, where you just go right up to the hostess and say, excuse me, can you point out where the Zarang family is sitting? Yeah. Because that place is like a maze.
It is.
If you've ever been to 50's Prime, you are not going to find a family in there. They'll see you before you see them, because you're going to be wandering all in and around. There's so many corners. And
It's like a bunch of living rooms and kitchens and dinettes that you're walking through. Somebody's house.
Yeah.
Hidden blind corners, all that kind of stuff.
Right. So she leads us right over there, and then I could see the back of my niece sticking out. I didn't want to go any further, so I kind of like, okay, thank you, like politely, and she walked off, and I positioned my mom and Lily first, and they went in there and they surprised them. And it was a good surprise, and they were all happy to see us and everything like that. And
so nobody knew that y'all were coming?
No.
Nice.
And the waiter, if you're familiar with the 50's Primetime shtick, they give you grief.
Yes.
It's like
elbows on the table.
No elbows.
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
So of course the waiter now, he's in there and he's fussing at my mom for harassing his customers. He was a character. That was a lot of fun. So that was cool. After that, we left and we caught Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. And because it was starting to get dark, we were like, okay, because we knew we were going to be doing Magic Kingdom our last day and Epcot the following day. So we really had one day to do 2 parks. And I really wanted to see Pandora at night again.
Right.
Plus, I wanted to see Zootopia better.
Zoogether.
Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't want to see it. I felt like I had to see it.
Sure, yeah.
Because I have opinions based upon what I've seen. And it's like, okay, well, best not to prejudge. So
right. I believe Rachel's seen it too. So
good.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'm not prejudging. I'm judging.
Yeah, full on.
I'm just going to say I'm judging. First and foremost, the visual effects of Pandora, man, they were just striking. I mean, they really must have done something to touch them up or something, because they really popped at night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we took lots and lots and lots of pictures. So we even had like a what do you call it? One of those little cast member photos things. Where like
like the
photo op.
Photo ops. Yeah.
I went over there, had a cast member take our picture and everything like that.
Yeah, I remember you sent us a couple of pictures and it looked really, really, really pretty.
Yeah, look, I don't know if an effect that we barely ever get to see makes up for what it looks like during the day, but it just is so beautiful at night. It's just such a damn shame that they really don't do more with it. I don't know if it necessarily feels like an alien planet, but it definitely is something. It feels like more like you walked into a light bright jungle. More how I'd equate it, but it's gorgeous.
That's awesome.
So then we head over to Zootopia, better Zoogether. Now we've talked about this on the show before. I wasn't a big fan of this concept to begin with.
This is the new attraction that's in the tree.
Yes, it took over for It's Tough to Be a Bug. And I felt like we were going from an attraction that showcased the uniqueness and importance of bugs to our world in a setting that makes perfect sense for it to be there.
Yeah, the base of the tree.
Right, to a show that was more of a theme of just togetherness, which it feels a little bit trite. I mean, they're animals. They don't all work together. They do eat one another.
Yes.
They're not, but I mean, at least It's Tough to Be a Bug was honest. Like, hey, look, we get messed with all the time. This is what we got to do to defend ourselves. This is why it sucks to be us.
Yeah.
It's not just you. It's other bugs. It's other animals. It's other creatures. We're always getting messed with. Here, it's like, it's all one big harmony. We love each other. Everything's cool. And I felt like that was just a bit trite. And you've got these characters. They may look like animals, but they completely behave as humans. There's nothing really animalistic about them. And,
right.
and then the setting just makes no sense. So you go into a different world, the Zootopia world, but it's in the bottom of a tree.
Base of a tree. Yeah.
I don't understand that. And it didn't have to be like this. I mean, you could have kept It's Tough to Be a Bug and opened Zootopia as a land anywhere else in the park with its own unique ride, not repurposing, the theater show or anything like that. Just kind of like they do in Shanghai. I think people would have responded a lot more to that. It could have been like the Kittyland of the park, like the Chester and Hester being, okay, that's gone now. Zootopia is now your Kittyland, for lack of a better term, where the overall concept is kind of dumbed down for the younger ones.
Right.
But still engaging enough for older guests. I mean, kind of like the fantasy land of Animal Kingdom, if you will.
Yeah, they could have shoved it over at Conservation Station. I think you might have said that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would have been happy if they would have just got rid of Dinosaur completely and put it back over there. Anything like that would have worked. Not that I wanted to see Dinosaur go away. I think they should have kept that. But I mean, I'm saying like there was no shortage of option.
Right. Yeah. There's better places for that to exist.
Absolutely.
Than the foot of a tree.
Yes.
The base of a tree.
No, we've been complaining on this show for a long time that under Bob Iger's reign, the theme parks have lost their theming.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and even Magic Kingdom now, they're all straying from their intended mission statements, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And now are just becoming dumping grounds for IP.
Mm-hmm.
And they fit the park around the IP as opposed to putting IP in that fits the park or creating a whole other park for, different IP.
A cohesive thing. Yeah.
Exactly. And as I've said many times with Animal Kingdom, it's gone from a park that is all about animals to a park that happens to have animals. And that sentiment really fits the change from It's Tough to Be a Bug to Zootopia, Better Together. Zoogether or whatever.
Zoogether, yeah. That's tough to say.
Yeah, it is. And it's not that Zootopia Better Zoogether is terrible. It's not terrible. So, I mean, that's the one good thing I can say about it. It's far from good.
Yeah.
But it has like one saving grace, and that's that an actual story is taking place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like Tiana's Bayou Adventure or Frozen Ever After, where it's just a nonstop celebration of joy and happiness, and we're just celebrating the fact that life is just peachy. No, things go wrong in Zootopia, Better Zoogether. There are bad guys. Our characters have to stop. But that's about the extent of all that is engaging about that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm about to say, it was interesting. That's what you walked away that there was a story of some sort.
There was a story. Now
you picked up on. Yeah.
It wasn't easy to follow along. Like I should also mention, like I never saw the full video of it on YouTube. I usually will watch. I don't really care about spoilers. I usually will watch videos before going on attractions.
Sure.
I started watching it. I couldn't really hear what was going on. I couldn't really tell what was going on in the video. I turned it off and I'm like, I really don't care anyway.
Right.
And I'll see it when I see it. And so I saw it, and right off the bat, I'll say I don't remember anything out of there. That all I can tell you is that it was like a mystery.
A mystery.
It was like a mystery. Like somebody was wrecking their Better Zoogether day.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be someone. And I guess you have to really remember the movies to know who this person was, because I guess it made sense.
Okay.
But I mean, really, it was just so many fast cuts and edits. It was like, it moved quickly. It was really, really, really fast. And maybe it had to do with where I was sitting in the acoustics or whatever, because I was sitting towards the end. But I mean, it was hard to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It was very loud, yet very hard to hear.
I could see that. Yeah. There's a lot of echo in there and stuff.
Yes.
All the sounds reverberating. Okay.
No, absolutely. I also didn't really catch much of the pre-show. If there was anything in there that helps tell the story.
Oh, there
better.
is a pre-show?
Well, like, like the little holding area that they put you in before they usher you in the theater with all the, like how it is when you would go into It's Tough to Be a Bug. They would have all these posters, like it was like you were going to a Broadway show.
Yeah.
And these
these you heard the music and stuff. So what did they do with that? Did they have something?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. The cast, as soon as we walked in, the cast members were like, come on, hurry up. The show's starting in 30 seconds. Move. It was like, they rushed you right through there. So there was no exploring that pre-show area.
Okay.
They zoomed you right in.
That was it.
Yes. I grabbed glasses and I ran to the theater, and sure enough, as soon as my butt hit the seat, maybe a second or two later, things started.
Oh, that's a good thing you just brought up. So Tough to Be Bug, it was Bug Eyes. Is there any fancy, cute name, or is it just like...
They were orange. I want to say it was like Carrot Vision or something like that.
Carrot Vision.
Something. They were orange glasses. I remember that. And I thought I remember there would be carrots on there. Something Carrot Vision. I thought I heard something like that.
Okay. Carrot Vision.
Yes, like you're looking through a carrot.
So I do that often.
Yes.
Carrot Vision. Mm-hmm. That seems to pale in comparison to Bug Eyes. I mean, Bug Eyes are pretty damn straightforward.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Okay, Carrot Vision.
Now let's get to the effects in this 3D movie. They are definitely a downgrade.
Oh, that's a shame.
The poke in the back from the mosquito, that's gone. The creatures dropping from the ceiling, they didn't utilize any of that. The large flick animatronic that was up there and everything like that, none of those effects are utilized or repurposed for Zootopia, Better Zoogether.
Oh.
The effects that they do use are the water spray, the air blast, and then the things moving under your seat.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I'll get to how they use that, but every single one of those effects all felt gimmicky.
Oh.
Like in Tough to Be a Bug, these effects were used in service of the bug that's being featured.
Sure.
Or to enhance maybe the tension in the story. Like, okay, let me give you an example here. This was, to me, the worst most egregious part.
Most egregious
I'm sure kids probably love this part of it. I was disgusted. There's an effect used here which makes me think that some plucky Imagineer must have stood up in a meeting and said, hey, you guys remember how much people loved it when Stitch burped a chili dog in their face? Well, what if we have a beaver and a walrus spit in their face for 10 seconds straight?
What?
Yes, seriously. They waterboard you in walrus spit for about 10 seconds.
Oh, nice. Just right all up in your face, neck and chest.
All up in your face. There's a walrus and a beaver talking, and they're talking like Sylvester the cat. And then as they're doing it, all of a sudden their tongue just sticks out and it's like suffering succotash kind of thing. But
yeah,
they're spraying water and it's just hitting you nonstop.
So happy.
Now, it's not really spit, of course, but just like the burp in Stitch's Great Escape, you hear the burp and your mind makes the mental connection. Same thing here. And it just makes the effect feel nasty.
Right.
Like I'm getting
Just
spit
cheating.
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Like we go from the Terminator showcasing his acid defense mechanism.
Yes.
And mistaking us for intruders that needed termination.
Right.
To water creatures just spitting in your face.
Yes. Because
they talk funny. Because they are water-featured mouths.
Yes. Yeah.
Their big teeth or their walrus
and their
cheeks or whatever it is. Just, right in you the whole way through. And it was just like, dude, this is stupid.
It's a bath. Oh, this is good. This is Sana.
Do you remember Chili, the tarantula showcasing his accuracy?
Yes. With deadly precision.
Yes, he was shooting quills, and he showed how he defended himself by shooting quills at acorns, and then due to a mishap, the target moves, and now he's shooting them over our heads.
Chili never misses.
Yes. It makes sense now that why these things would be flying at you. Here, it's just random confetti cannons going off every once in a while.
Why?
Because they're celebrating Better to Zoogether Day.
That's it?
And so, yeah, it's Better Zoogether. Boom, 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 right in your face.
Oh.
Yes.
That sounds lame.
That's what I mean by like it's gimmicky. And the best like one of all, like I don't know. I thought the spitting thing was really the biggest misuse. But that great gimmick where they asked us to remain seated as the cockroaches and maggots and all that left the theater, and you're like, what? And all of a sudden you feel movement on your seats and you're like, whoa.
Yes. Favorite part.
Well, yeah, they use that effect. But this time it's like in the midst of yet another chaotic scene where they're going through Rodentia. Is that the little small?
Yeah, there was all mice and stuff, rats, yeah.
And chaos ensues and there's rodents on drones and things are blowing up. And you get this scene of a bunch of mice running off. And then next thing you know, you feel the movement under your seat. And so I guess you're led to believe that those were mice running underneath your seat. Nowhere near as effective, nowhere near as good.
Yeah, I gotta imagine the Honey I Shrunk the Audience where the mice got led into audience is a much better effect.
Yes, absolutely.
For those that know.
So much better.
Yeah.
So that was the show. Not really a fan. I really wish they would stop this. No reason to get rid of a perfectly good attraction that works, furthers the story, fits the theming of the park for just trite BS because you got
synergy.
Yeah.
With Zootopia 2. That's a shame to hear, man.
No, it was. It was absolutely a shame to hear. I was bummed by it. Yeah. But anyway, after Animal Kingdom and Zootopia, Better Zoogether, we went back out in the park for a little bit. The kids got to ride Expedition Everest with no wait. That was a lot of fun for them. And then we kind of parted ways, and from Animal Kingdom, we made our way to the Wailulu Bar and Grill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And for those unfamiliar, this is the restaurant in the new Polynesian Island Tower. Having not been to this new area of the Polynesian, I was understandably curious about what was going on over there and how nice it was, just in case I ever wanted to stay over there. And I'd really heard good things from Rachel, I think it was, about the fireworks viewing.
Okay.
So, yeah, why not just try something new on our little mini vacation, something new to talk about for the podcast. And Lily looked at the menu and she saw things on there she liked. So why not? Well, as nice as it is, the Polynesian's Island Tower has issues.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you've also just full disclosure. You've been there as well. So,
yes. I've been there on it's about the same week, actually. Yes. A couple of days later.
So we'll see how many of these you're aware of or how many of these that you're like, I didn't know that.
Aside from walking up to it?
Oh, there's your first one, right? There.
Oh, okay.
So for starters, there's no direct bus route to Island Tower from any of the Disney theme parks.
Mhm.
I knew I was in trouble. We were leaving the Animal Kingdom, and the guy said, "There's the readily helpful guys who assume that most of the people there have never been to Disney before. And where are you going? Because they're going to tell you exactly what bus to get on." And I said, "We're going to the Island Tower of the Polynesian." And the guy's brain looked like it just shut down for a minute. And also, I don't know. I don't know how to get you there. I can get you to Polynesian, but I don't know how to get you to the Island Tower and everything like that. It's like, It's fine, dude. It's fine. It's fine. Just get me to the Polynesian. We'll figure it out from there. Yes. And he kept having trouble. There's like malfunction. Like, no. It's fine, dude. Like if there's no bus to it, there's no bus to it. We'll get to the Polynesian. I'm sure there's a way to it from there.
He's huddled in a corner somewhere now, Danny. He's like, I can't help this. Oh my God.
This doesn't make sense.
I don't like this. I don't like this feeling.
So every time when you stay there, every time that you want to go to a theme park, depending upon where you're staying, you have to take about a 5-minute walk, I would say, from the Great Ceremonial House of Disney's Polynesian Resort to, from your hotel to the Great Ceremonial House is I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right, yeah.
So that's about a 5-minute walk. And I want to say if we're talking about from the lobby to about the bus stop or so, that's an estimation, maybe off by a minute or two, one way or the other, depending upon how fast you walk, I suppose.
Right.
And look, you might say to yourself, okay, well, that's not so bad. But then there's also no gift shop or sundry store whatsoever at Polynesian's Island Tower.
Correct. So
if you're grabbing anything from a t-shirt to a pack of Rolaids, again, you're having to take that 5-minute walk. And, you might be like, okay, well, that's not so bad. But then again, the only restaurant at the Polynesian Island Tower is the Wailulu Bar and Grill, which doesn't open until lunch. So if you want breakfast, counter service, or just a cup of coffee, you're taking that 5-minute walk.
Right. Yeah. If you're not making it in your room, you're doing the walk for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Their pool is nice because they have a Moana play area for the kiddies.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cute.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near as nice as the main pool, and all pools.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Of the Polynesian are accessible. So it doesn't matter if you stayed at Island Tower, if you stayed at the Polynesian Resort. You have access to every single pool anyway. So if your kids are grown, chances are, more than likely, you're walking the 5 minutes over to go play in the bigger pool. So as nice as it looks, I don't know that I ever want to stay there. I mean, really, the biggest selling point is the firework. It has great fire. Wailulu was good. Wailulu is a very good restaurant, I thought. The fireworks viewing, though, cannot be beat. I mean,
it is pretty good, yeah.
You're looking dead on at the castle. I mean, so the fireworks are all in sync, and you're watching them as they were meant to be seen. You're not seeing the side of a firework effect as opposed to, I can tell what that is. That's Moana's, necklace or whatever it is. You could actually tell what everything is. So the fireworks over there cannot be beat. I just don't know about what other allure there is to stay over there. I mean, it's not even an exceptionally great looking resort. It really does not fit alongside the what do you call it? The longhouses?
Yeah, there's longhouses.
Yeah,
the Polynesian longhouses.
Yeah,
even the bungalows.
No, doesn't fit at all. So that brings us to Wailulu, though. Restaurant itself is pretty good, but as the bar and grill name kind of gives away a little bit, this isn't 5-star dining.
Right.
It's not the Polynesian's answer to Narcoossee's or the California Grill, which I think would be something nice to have. Another 5-star restaurant along the monorail loop. I think that'd be great. Mm-hmm. But I still think, regardless, I prefer it better than I would Ohana.
Okay. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah. They have
especially now Ohana now.
No. It's typical. They have a burger. They have chicken sliders. They have wings.
A burger that was boasted to me is the best on property.
Oh, who told you that?
Our waiter. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then I had when we went, my friend Kevin was down there because the school that he works for was marching in the parade.
Okay.
And so we happened to meet up for dinner the day I was there. And yeah, he was like, I heard this is a good burger, which I hope it is because earlier today I had a terrible burger. So hopefully this makes up for it. And he enjoyed it. And my wife got it too, and she enjoyed it. And I didn't get the burger.
What'd you get?
I got the Locomoco. They have a Locomoco in there. And anytime you got rice and meat and some kind of sauce or whatever and an egg, I'm in. So I got it was called the short ribs locomoco.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
Oh my God.
It was a signature item on the menu. It was number one,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I got that, and man, that meat, that was good. That was a good dish. I really enjoyed that dish. Very good meat. I didn't need a knife. You could just it was so tender. Tendernism. What they say. Tendernism.
I got the tuna poke bowl. I devoured that thing.
Oh,
that
my oldest got that.
Good.
She loved it. Yeah.
Oh man, like
It looked good.
There wasn't a speck of rice left. Lily got I want to say mac and cheese and something else, and she killed it.
All right.
We enjoyed that meal. My mom got my mom eats like a bird. She barely she packs in. She can only eat a little bit at a time, so she just got like a dessert because she was still full from our salad over at Hollywood Brown Derby.
Oh wow.
And that was so rich she couldn't even finish that.
It's a big salad too.
Yeah,
The Cobb salad. Yeah.
But as far as drinks go, the banana old fashioned, that definitely called to me, and it did not disappoint.
Oh, there's several of us got that, and I was very happy with that drink.
Yes.
As much time as I heard Rachel talk about the banana old fashioned, I finally got one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is, I love this.
Yeah. It's very smooth. There wasn't an overwhelming banana flavor, but
Yes.
it was like a nice little touch, a nice little added treat. Like, oh,
It was just enough. You could tell it was a banana, but it was not like, oh,
yep.
King Kong or something.
I enjoyed it so much. I had two of those.
Good for you.
I did. One with the fireworks and one afterwards. That is
awesome.
Really good. I also had their Oceana espresso martini.
Oh, I saw that. At the end of the night, I'm like, oh, dang it.
I don't think that's exclusive to them because I saw it somewhere else. I can't remember where, but the thing that stood out, because I don't remember seeing it prior to this trip, is that it used a chocolate rum.
Oh.
And I like mocha, coffee flavor. So I thought it was just one of the best espresso martinis I've ever had.
See, I just have to go back now.
Yeah, now you got to go back.
I gotta have to go back. Damn.
Damn you, Disney.
Just pinch me, but twist my elbow, or whatever they say. Pinch my elbow, twist my whatever. I don't know. Yes.
North or south of the elbow.
Yes.
Your choice.
Mind the grubs.
And by Disney standards, everything at Wailulu is affordable.
It is.
There's no $50 entree that's going to break the bank, or you're like, ugh, I'd like to get that, but I'm not spending that much money. It's very affordable. The ambiance is just right. I mean, I'd totally do that again. I could see that becoming a staple.
Yeah.
Where you just, you show up over there, you do it, and you don't spend a fortune, but I just don't know if it's enough to get me over the hump of having to stay at that resort.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you went, but the bathrooms are nice too. Of course, I visited the bathroom. I don't know if it was because of the new car smell or whatever else, but I walked in and I was like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. Yeah, I could hang out here for a little bit. I didn't, but because I was hungry. But I went in there just to do my business, and I walked right out, and I was like, this is lovely. The only, I think, issue that I have is so we got there a little bit early. The fireworks were about ready to start, and we were just going to watch them right out front because our table wasn't ready yet. But they would not let me check in because we were I want to say we were 30 minutes early. Oh, really?
I was like, yeah, just let me check in. The table's ready when it's ready, but just let me check in. They wouldn't let me do that. And I thought I would have to go walk all the way over to the Polynesian just to get a drink, but because we knew we were just going to be sitting there for 20 minutes. But when I walked around, all of a sudden you look, it's like, oh, they have a walk-up bar.
Yeah, they had the bar outside. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also a nice touch as well. Where you just walk right up to the bar, and that's right outside, across from the
pool area.
The pool area, right?
Yeah.
Now you still got to exit the pool area to get to it, but
Yes.
I mean, yes, it works well with that.
Yeah, I discovered the thing because I was coming in from the back because I took the boat from the Magic Kingdom, and I was like, is this where I check in for the restaurant? I was like, oh, no, you got to go all the way around to the front to the big ass door. And I was like,
Yep.
Oh, that's a big ass door.
It is a very big ass. I'll tell you what else they have a big ass is a gym.
Oh, I didn't see the gym.
You didn't see the gym when you walk in? Oh my God, that's the first thing you see right by the pool area. You look across from the pool. It's this wide open gym with the, in its windows, looking out into the pool.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really, really, I've never seen a gym that big on Disney property. I'm sure that may be
fun.
one bigger, but that was a huge, huge gym for those who have not got enough walking in their Disney vacation.
Yes.
No, clearly not enough exercise. You got to go to the gym, but
got to work off your drinks.
Yes.
Get your gains.
So that was our first day over there.
Man, that's a packed first day.
It was a packed first day.
That's
we had
nice.
a great time.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yes.
I do like Wailulu. I would go back there, if anything, for that old fashioned and not for the espresso martini, just to try it out.
Oh, sure.
But I mean, I was in awe of that big ass door. I didn't notice it when I walked up. I didn't realize it was a door. It didn't register in my head. And as we're walking up, I look up. I'm like, Holy crap, that's a door.
It was like the Wizard of Oz's door.
It was. That's like,
or the entrance to Jurassic Park.
yeah, no, exactly. I mean, you joke. You know, he's not joking, guys. It's if you haven't been there, it's that big. Although I thought it was kind of funny because the other half is glass. I was like, well, that's not doing anything to protect the restaurant, if anything. But that is quite a door.
Yes,
yeah, it's quite a door. But you know, it's interesting you bring up the point about how far you have to walk with those particular things. Because I noticed that's what they've been doing with the other monorail resorts. Like the Grand Floridian DVC Tower or whatever they call it is a little bit of ways of a walk to the station, the monorail station or whatever else. Especially to buses. If you're going to ride buses, like way on the other side of the monorail station, the Grand Floridian. And then Bay Lake Tower is the same thing. You hop on the monorail, you got to walk over there. There's no separate bus stop. You have to walk over to the A-frame just to get on it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know? We're DVC, and so you know you got to take the haul. You take a walk.
Well, they kiss your ass for everything else.
Yeah.
20% off this and 30% off that, and
maybe it's a hint. You need to walk. You need to work off that whatever you just had.
So that was our first day for our Disney World Mardi Gras / President's Day / Valentine's Day extravaganza.
That's awesome, man. So I'm guessing on the next episode you're gonna talk about some of the rest of your trip, because I know you said you were there through Wednesday or so or whatever.
Yes. Next up, we got to talk about Festival of the Arts. I can talk about it right now.
That's right. Yeah.
But I don't think anybody wants to listen to another 40 minutes of us yammering. Better to let them miss us for a week and then we come back with
there
that.
You go.
But Festival of the Arts, just spoiler alert, lots of fun.
Yeah. No, that'd be great to hear, especially since I believe it just ended. So for those that missed it, too late. You're going to have to wait till next year. But you can live vicariously through Danny's trip report on the next episode for sure. But yeah. This was a great day one. It was a chock full, and hope you enjoyed that. Look, if you have any thoughts about anything that he's discussed, make sure you get in touch with us, and we're about to tell you how to do that in just a little bit. Well, y'all, we hope you enjoyed Danny's discussion about his day one of his Mardi Gras trip down to Walt Disney World. And look, if you want to learn more about us, the Magic Our Way Podcast, make sure you follow us on any social media platform. Also, if you want to get in touch with us to share any of your opinions about Zootopia, Zoogether, Zoogether, or Wailulu Bar and Grill, do share your thoughts by the following way. Shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or text us at 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. That's 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. That's 669-4226.
Yeah, better Zoogether and Wailulu. Not easy to say, Kevin.
It is. It's tough. Yeah, and I got that in it by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
You imagine doing that spitting on me for like 10 seconds straight.
Oh, I
didn't
know.
Like the damn characters in that stupid movie.
But if you wanted that, I would have helped. I would have gotten a little squirt gun and just like Wailulu. But anyway, I have a couple people do things outside of the podcast. First of all, make sure you support Eli and his Project Geisha graphic novel. Make sure you shoot us an email if you have any questions for him, magicourway@gmail.com. Follow him on Instagram, eivory504. On Twitter, or I guess X now, Hancock10166. And on Facebook, he is EHIvory. And he also has a website, ivorycomics.com. So you can purchase any of his things. Was that Project Geisha, Molly Be Damned,
Thick Chicks. Savages.
And Savages. Yeah, get all that there. And also, too, if you want to book a vacation so you too can have a great experience checking out, Pandora at night, or even, I don't know if they do Pandora at night. Was that just for Festival of the Arts that they did like the late night show?
No. I think it's just because of the time shift and everything like that. Yeah, it was open until 8 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was a lot easier to go ahead and access back there and see everything.
Well, make sure you get a trip booked soon, because I know the time shift is going to change back to daylight savings, and you're not going to have that opportunity anymore. And Rachel can definitely help you book that.
I would be honored to help your family book your vacation to Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and major hotel brands around the world. Booking with me is at no extra cost to you. The cost of a travel agent is built into the cost of your vacation, whether you use one or not. And when you book with me, a little bit of your trip comes back to support the podcast and the fan community here at Magic Our Way. You can reach me at Rachel, RACHEL, at magicourway.com, or you can find me at R, the letter R, Family Magic, so Our Family Magic, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also give me a call or a text. My phone number is 978-432-WISH. Reach out today and let's make some magic with your family vacation.
In addition, go to patreon.com/magicourway to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast. And another option that only costs a minute or so of your time is to leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts and or wherever you access our show, whether it is YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, etc. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated.
Oh, wait, I should tell you something real quick.
Oh, yeah, tell me something.
You were saying before about why it was open later. It was probably also because it was a holiday weekend, with it being President's Day and whatnot. So that may have had a lot to do with it as well.
Extended hours and whatnot.
It wasn't, yes, because things are closing at 10 as opposed to 9 at Magic Kingdom and whatnot. But one thing, I've never had this happen before. One thing I thought was really funny is that we went to dinner, and I can't remember where it was. It was, oh, you know what? I think it was Hollywood Brown Derby. Mom could correct me.
Okay.
But she went to pay the bill. As soon as they looked at her credit card and like, oh, you know, because it's a holiday weekend that 10% off doesn't apply.
What?
You know that when you use the Disney Visa, they give you like 10% off of any purchases. Not during holiday weekend. They don't.
What?
I've never had that happen before.
I've never heard that ever.
Said, we will not honor 10% off during a holiday weekend. I had no idea.
Change?
I don't know.
That is bizarre.
That was extremely bizarre. I don't remember reading that on the fine print.
No, because I mean, they always like, do you have any discounts? DVC,
yes.
Annual pass holder, Visa, da da da.
Yep.
That's weird.
Come Monday, they were back to honoring it again, which was weird because that was
President's Day. Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain that, but it was that Sunday. Holiday weekend is what they said.
I'm speechless. I've never heard that. That is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's why I was like, well, maybe it's worthwhile before we wrap up the show to explain that. So if you hung around this long, yeah, I probably should have mentioned that before, but it slipped my mind until you just said that.
Yeah, that's okay. If you got any information on that, make sure you get in touch with us. Show at magicourway.com or whatever I just said earlier. I can't do any of those things.
His mind is so blown right now.
That's right. I'm speechless. I can't even finish the show now. I don't know. That's just dumb. Whatever.
I would agree.
Yeah. So look, we also want to thank you for being a loyal listener. We always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast. So make sure you get in touch with us today, especially if you know anything about this whole Disney Visa change and discount thing over the holiday weekends. So that means what? Memorial Day and July 4th and all those things are going to be affected
Christmas,
by that.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, all that. Crazy. So whatever. Okay, whatever. Look, so we say Kwaherini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
All right. Nachos are on plates.
And you are. Bye!